Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are choosing my August TBR. I am so sorry because last month I did film a July TBR and I did mostly edit it. I just didn't finish it and I didn't post it because I was so focused on TikTok. I started posting on TikTok again on a regular basis. This is my TikTok handle. Right now I'm doing 75 booked. I'm currently on like day 35, I think. And I also did 7 books in 7 days all last week. So I've been pretty busy with my TikTok. I did pick 5 books and I did read every single book. The one time I actually don't post my TBR video, I actually complete the entire TBR. Isn't that crazy? We're gonna choose our August TBR. I'm so excited. This is the last month of summer though. That's kind of upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. I do have a stack of books here that are kind of like priority for this month because they're more summery reads. So I'm going to show you those. Yes, Chef. Look how cute this is. In Stormy Weather. The Paradise Problem. This Summer Will Be Different. It Happened One Summer. Hook, Line, and Sinker. Story of My Life. Happy Place. Rules for the Summer. And Love Overboard. I am excited for pretty much every single one of these. The only ones that I'm kind of like not in the mood for is the Tessa Bailey ones because I don't have good experience with Tessa Bailey. We're obviously going to choose from my TBR jar with TBR prompts, and hopefully it's going to steer me more towards the summer books that I have here. Longest book on your TBR. Should I do the longest book on my summer TBR? Because I know the longest book on my TBR would be like Crescent City and all those books, and then like Kingdom of Ash, and I'm just not there yet. And then after that, I don't know what it would be, but I think I'm gonna just do longest book on my summer TBR, which would be Rules for the Summer by Megan Quinn. She's thick. So there's 552 pages. But I'm excited. I read Summer Do Us Part last month and I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Okay, so I'm so excited for this. He clicked yes on a dare. She bought a failing candy shop. They set rules for the summer and broke every single one. I love that. Renly Gossage has one shot to prove she's more than Kate Merrill's favorite cautionary tale. Restore her favorite candy shop before the town writes her off like they did her father. No help, nor shortcuts, and definitely no rich men wielding engagement rings and making things messy. Theo Williams never planned on ending up in Cape Merrill. A drunken game of truth or dare turned into a botched online engagement, and now he's across the ocean escaping his father's control with nothing but designer shoes, misplaced confidence, and a rental next door to Renly. She's practical, stubborn, and covered in paint. He's posh, persistent, and willing to use a sander if it means earning her trust. Their summer rules were meant to protect them both, but between collapsing drywall, gossiping neighbors, and the chaotic schemes of Renly's aunt, their forced proximity turns into something dangerously close to real. Except Renly's future depends on standing on her own 2 feet, and Theo's past isn't done with him yet. By the time the candy shop doors open, they'll have to decide if this is just a summer fling or the happily ever after neither of them saw coming. That is so fun. I'm so excited. And it sounds like there's going to be a little bit of like a renovating vibe. I love when there's like a book or even a movie where they're renovating something and they're like doing it together and it's like so cute. Oh god. Oh god. A book with a number in the title. Kind of wanted to avoid this book for a little while. Are you guys ready? Releasing 10 by Chloe Walsh. I read Taming 7 last month. Obviously loved it. Obviously was happy that I was back in the Boys of Tommen series and world. But I kind of wanted to avoid this one for a little while longer just because I know that I'm going to be heartbroken. Everyone's heartbroken reading this book. A love that couldn't be broken except by the truth. Lizzie Young has always felt she was too much everything. Diagnosed with bipolar disorder at a young age, she's never fit in with her family, her friends, her community. Lizzie wants to be accepted and understood, but with few family or friends in her corner, she carries her burdens and her trauma on her own. But when she meets a kind boy on the school bus, things start to look bright for the first time in her life. Hugh Biggs has an old soul and the wisdom of someone far beyond his years. A young man with a sharp mind and a firm code of ethics. He sees something in Lizzie Young that he can't resist. He wants to be her everything and shoulder her burden, and Lizzie wants that too. Lizzie and Hugh's bond seems unbreakable. Their chemistry is electric, their love is potent, and their connection is soul deep. But even the truest love can be shaken by forces beyond control. I know a lot of people saying that Lizzie is misunderstood, and I am not saying that she's not. I don't know her story, and so I can't really judge her without knowing her story, but I'm just saying like she was pissing me the fuck off last book. So I don't know, I'm scared. Off to a great start. We have 2 big books. Anything you want.
Period.
I'm in between 3 right now that are on my summer TBR. The first option is Yes Chef by Grace Riley. This is a new release and it's also like it's not very popular, which I'm trying to like read more less popular books. And it's also like one of my most recent purchases. I have Love Overboard by Candy Steiner. My fiance chose this for me, and it's also one of my most recent purchases. And this is also the same author as A Love Letter to Whiskey. I have not read A Love Letter to Whiskey, but I've heard incredible things. We have In Stormy Weather by Chelsea Curto. I have not read anything by this author. I own a lot of books by this author, and I'm so excited to read every single one of them. And I've heard incredible things. And this is my most recent book of the month pick. And it's a new release. What do I do, guys? Okay, I'm excited for every single one of these. Like, I think I'm gonna go with Love Overboard by Candy Steiner. This definitely feels more summery out of the 3. And obviously, I'm trying to like prioritize more summery reads. I've weathered heartbreak before, but this time the cameras are rolling. Ember Reed is finally living her dream. Chief stew on a Mediterranean super yacht, sun-kissed days at sea, and the star of Close Quarters, the hottest new reality TV show. But just as she finds her stride, the producers throw her a curveball by hiring the one man who nearly sank her. Finn Pearson was the one that got away, the boy who kissed her like they had forever, then left without a word. But now he's a chef in her new crew, and the cameras are watching their every move, innocent or not. Even on a super yacht, there's nowhere to hide from the past. Every stolen glance, every whispered argument, every lingering memory threatens to ignite what never fully burnt out. And as the tension spills into their day jobs, even the dinner service is spiraling into disaster. They've crashed before, but could 8 weeks at sea be their second chance to get it right? Or will it be the storm that finally sinks them for good? I don't know. That seems fun. A book picked by boyfriend. Obviously, he's not my boyfriend anymore. He's my fiance now, but I wrote this like when he was my boyfriend. And right now he's at work. So I'm going to have to ask him when he gets back, and I'll just add it into the edit. This is what he chose. Wow, that is such a great pick. I hope it's either In Stormy Weather or Yes Chef. I'm hoping it's something from this TBR, not over there, but knowing him, it will probably be like Queen of Shadows because that's the next book in the Throne of Glass series. The next book in a series you've started. So I don't know if you guys watched the video of me discussing how many books, how many series I'm in the middle of, but I'm in a lot of them. I finished a few actually, but I'm still in the middle of a lot. I'm kind of sad because I just finished a series yesterday. I'm not in the mood for any of the series that I'm in the middle of. This is the only one that I'm kind of in the mood for, and it's a stretch, okay? But it's Zodiac Academy, The Ruthless Fae. It's the second book in the Zodiac Academy series. I really enjoyed the first one, and I'm very excited to continue the series, but like it's summer, it's not fantasy time. It's the only reason like why I'm saying like it's a stretch. They tried to break us, they almost did, but we're not going anywhere. The celestial heirs think the stars are on their side, but they don't know what's coming. We have to be smart. Fighting them one-on-one isn't an option, so we need to be cunning. Remaining under the radar won't be easy, but if we pull it off, they'll never suspect our involvement when their lives start falling apart. Besides, they've already taken us to the brink of hell. What more can they really do? A lot more, let me tell you. We'll do one more. Bro, no. No. I'm repicking because this says a fantasy. I'm repicking. Newest addition to TBR. I think it would be this one. A chef and like a bunch of fantasy ones, but I obviously don't want to read those. So we're gonna finally pick this one. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. After a public meltdown in the dining room of one of Manhattan's most elite restaurants, Chef Jack Hartman is back in his South Florida hometown, angry, grieving, and saddled with the unwanted storefront his late mentor left him. His life is spinning out of control, and that's before Poppy Winfield, the blonde, bubbly, infuriating daughter of his former boss, shows up at his dock. Poppy needs to escape from her family, her ex-boyfriend, and her reputation as someone who has never taken anything seriously. But more than that, she wants to prove herself, and she has just the plan to do it. Unfortunately, that plan involves Jack Hartman, the most arrogant, intimidating man she's ever had the pleasure of throwing a shrimp at. Luckily, Poppy has a perfect deal proposal, working together to open a revamped version of his mentor's restaurant. He'll handle the menu, and she'll use her social media influence to sell the hell out of this grand opening. If she and Jack can make it a success, it'll be an accomplishment no one can deny, and a ticket for them both to return to New York. Jack is intrigued, but only on his terms. If Poppy's going to do this right, she must learn the ropes of the entire business, including how to cook from him. As sparks fly both in and out of the kitchen and tensions reach the boiling point, Poppy and Jack are left wondering, could they be a perfect pairing? Or is this whole experiment a recipe for disaster? Doesn't that sound fun? I'm actually so excited. And I'm also curious, like, she threw a shrimp at him? These are the 5 books that my TBR jar has chosen, plus the one that my fiance is going to be choosing later today. And I'm excited, but a little nervous because I don't know if I'm going to get to this fantasy or this releasing 10, but we'll see. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, go check out my TikTok, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.